Puerto Rico, Mexico. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. On the afternoon of November 13, 2016, in Montmorency County, Michigan, Officer Morrison received a dispatch reporting two recent 911 calls about an F-150 pickup truck near Morrison. Suspected reckless driving, nearly collided with multiple vehicles driving normally on the road. The vehicle that just passed by is the suspect vehicle. Identified vehicle model 5243. Identified vehicle model 5571. Both match the information provided by dispatch. Officer Morrison is turning around to initiate a traffic stop. At this point, we can see 695. The suspect vehicle ahead is unable to stay within its lane. It's swerving left and right, constantly heading towards the shoulder. Morrison is approaching the suspect vehicle and turning on his lights, preparing to pull over 6. The suspect vehicle is slowing down and finally pulled over to the side of the road. Officer Morris got out of his car and approached the driver's side. Let's take a look at 1761. Officer Morrison's body camera footage. Can I see your driver's license and insurance card, please? Standing on the passenger side is Officer Brad, who arrived shortly after. He's assisting Morrison with the traffic stop. Oh, the man in the car showed his badge to Morrison. Okay, do you have any ID? Police ID. The man then handed the officer his police ID. The man in front of him was Brian, a police lieutenant from Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office, Michigan. Let me see your driver's license too. Oh my god, the content creator, why does he look so much like the prison guard from Prison Break *? The reason I pulled you over is because I received multiple calls reporting your reckless driving. When I was behind you, you were even driving on the shoulder. Have you been drinking? I only had a few drinks. A few drinks. Just a few. As Morrison approached the suspect vehicle, he noticed a strong smell of alcohol coming from inside. The man then admitted that he had indeed been drinking. Okay, what were you reaching for just now? What? I saw you reach into the back seat. Do you have any open containers of alcohol in the car? In the United States, to prevent drivers from drinking while driving, while consuming alcoholic beverages, it's the law that, if an officer finds an open container of alcohol in a moving vehicle, the driver will receive a citation, resulting in fines or even jail time. Were you just driving here drinking? I was just trying to get to the campground. Okay, let me see your registration and insurance. Do you have any weapons on you? No. Do you have a handgun on you? No. Are you a corrections officer or a police officer? A lieutenant? Okay. Stay here, I'll be right back. Officer Morrison then returned to his patrol car to further confirm the man's identity. Brian, I need you to step out of the car. We're going to conduct a field sobriety test. No. After confirming his identity, Morrison intended to have Brian conducting a field sobriety test. We've shown American field sobriety tests many times. On critical moments, the person being tested has to follow the officer's instructions and perform a series of physical movements to prove they're not driving under the influence. Okay? I'm just going to the camp. I need you to get out of the car. So what do you want me to do? Just let me go. I can't do that. I've received multiple calls. If this happened in your jurisdiction, you wouldn't let me go either, right? I don't know. We've received multiple calls about a possible reckless driver nearly hitting other vehicles. I was right behind you. You drifted onto the shoulder twice. Okay, can you just let me stay here? No, I'm asking you nicely to step out of the vehicle. Brian, my hands are tied. If I let you go now, I'll lose my job. Oh, Brian's asking Morrison for a break. But Morrison said if I let you go, I'll lose my job. You don't think I'd lose my job over this? I don't think so. This is Northern Michigan. We're a small department. I'm still asking you nicely to get out of the car. You know I have a job to do, you understand? I know, I just want. I understand your position too. I'm asking you to get out of the car as politely as possible right now. So please cooperate and get out. You should know the procedure. I know. Okay, so I'm asking you politely to get out of the car. I know you're being polite, but just let me go. I can't let you go. There's no room for discussion on this. You should understand. No, I don't. You're a chief inspector. You should know how this whole process works. Yes, I know. If one of your officers called you in this situation and asked you what to do, if your officer was in my position, calling to ask you, as a superintendent, what should I do? Would you tell me to just let him go? Oh dear. At this point, Officer Morrison posed another pointed question. If your subordinate found someone drunk driving and called you to ask what to do, would you tell them to just let the suspect go? Why? Gibberish. You're drunk, I know. You know and I know. I'm not going to ruin my police career for you. Your police career won't be ruined. If I let you go, my police career is over. I'm asking you politely one last time to get out of the car. Just let me go. Or just leave me here. I'm not driving. No, no, no. If you leave me here, I'll sober up in a bit. I promise. Brian, this isn't negotiable. I'm still being polite to you. Anyone else would have been dragged out by now, wouldn't they? Morrison's telling the truth. If it weren't for Superintendent Brian's position, in this situation, the officers might have already used force. No. Suspicion of refusing to obey police orders to exit the vehicle. Where I work, they wouldn't. Where do you work? They wouldn't do that in Worcester County, would they? Yes, they would. There you go. So I think I've been really good not dragging you out by force yet. I don't want to take forceful measures against you. No. Just let me go. I can't. Let's not talk about this anymore. No, 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 you can. I can't. My boss already knows. It's fine. It's not fine. Get out of the car. Let me go. Be a good guy. I'm being a good guy right now. Brian, get out of the car. I'm asking you nicely now. I don't want this to escalate. Okay? No. Just let me go. I'll just sleep it off in the grass over there. Oh, at this point, Brian was still trying to persuade the officer to let him go. He claimed he'd just sleep it off in the grass nearby. You know, if you keep this up, I'm going to have to take action. And then you're going to be in jail for R&O. The R&O the officer mentioned here stands for resisting and obstructing a police officer. Resisting and obstructing a police officer is a serious offense. It's punishable by up to 2 years in prison and a maximum fine of $2,000. Do you want that? No, of course not. Then get out of the car now. Please, don't do this. I've been nice to you. Wait, okay? Just wait. Let me go. I'll pull over and I'll get some rest, okay? No, we've been over this. No, no, no. Get out of the car now. I've been very polite to you. No, you haven't. Brian, if I have to pull you out of this car, things are going to get ugly. No, I don't want you to forcibly pull me out of the car. Requesting police backup. I just called for backup. It's okay, I'm not going to attack you. I'll park the car and sleep. Brian, get out of the car. If I have to pull you out, you'll be charged with R&O. You don't want that. Just get out of the car. I've been very polite to you. No, you haven't. There's nothing I can do about this. I can't let a drunk person leave. Just let me sleep it off. I'm not asking for much. This isn't up for discussion anymore. It is. It's not. We can still talk this over. I've received multiple calls to the police. If I hadn't stopped you, you'd still be speeding down the road. I stopped for you. You wouldn't have stopped if I hadn't made you. I stopped for you. You're right. Just let me pull over and rest for a bit. Sober up, okay? I can't do it. Just help me this once. Oh my God. I'm not going to ruin my career because of you. What you're doing right now is completely ruining your own career. Officer Morrison's badass reply, if you lose your job because of this, it's your own fault. Just let me. I can't do it. Get out. I'm losing my patience. What's your name? Officer Morrison. You think I want to do this? Arrest a cop? One of my own? Yes, I think you do. Why? I don't know. I understand this profession. I know what cops go through every day. No. Just let me go. Why would you think I want to arrest a cop? None of us are above the law. Ouch. Officer Morrison also confided in fellow officer Brian. Do you think I want to do this? Being a police officer is hard work, but no one is above the law. I don't know. We can talk this through. Sure. But before we do, you need to get out of the car. If I have to pull you out, you're going to jail for resisting arrest. Possibly some other charges, too. Just let me. I can't do it, you know. No, you can. My boss already knows about this situation. So what? Just let me. No, get out of the car. I don't want to. Man, just let me go. I don't want to get physical with you. I'm not going to get physical with you. You're resisting right now. No, I'm not. I just want you to let me go. I can't. You can. I can't. Yes, you can. Everything you do is being recorded by my body cam. I don't care. How can I let you go knowing you're drunk? Brian said you only had a couple of drinks. What's going on here? No, I'll just park my car, take a break, sober up a bit, and then I'll leave. No, I told you. Come on, guys, give me a break. There are no breaks with this kind of thing. Brian, I don't want to have to pull you out of this car and cause a whole scene. Just get out of the car. No, 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 just let me pull over. Brian, there's no negotiating this. You're getting out of the car. You can either get out of the car like a man, or we can drag you out of the car and put you in cuffs. Which way do you want it? Officer Morrison was losing his patience. Either you act like a man and take responsibility, get out of the car yourself, or I'm going to have to take action. I'm asking you politely now, please step out of the vehicle. If you don't want to take a breathalyzer test, that's perfectly fine. Just get out of the car first. No. I'll say this one last time, get out of the car yourself. Be a man. Get out of the car yourself, like a man. Face the consequences of drunk driving together, or I can forcibly pull you out of the car. And if you resist, I'll have to tase you. No. I won't get physical with you, so I'm telling you, I just need to pull over and sleep it off. I told you, it's impossible. Get out of the car. Get out. Don't touch me. Brian, get out of the car now. Get out. You know the drill. Get out. I don't want to. Get out. You're resisting arrest. You know that? Think again. I've thought about it. I'm not going to ruin my career over this. So I'm pulling over right now. Get out of the car now. No, no, no. Listen to me. Brian, you're resisting arrest right now. Officer Morrison. What? I will pull over then. No, we already talked about this. No, we didn't. We did. Get out of the car. Get out. Brian, we don't need to stop anymore. I did stop. Get out. Get out of the car. At this moment, two officers started to forcibly pull Brian out of the car. I'm telling you one last time, or I'm gonna tase you. Get out of the car. Let's talk this through. Get out of the car. Can we talk about this? Get out of the car. I'm going to use the taser. Partner, move aside. Get out of the car or I'll tase you. The officer then took out his taser and aimed it at Brian, and ordered him to get out of the car immediately. Get out. Now. Superintendent Brian is indeed one of us. He saw the taser and immediately knew the possible consequences. Smiling, he obediently got out of the car, walked to the front of my car. Do you have a gun on you? No. You better not. Turn around. Can I pull over first? No. Why? Are you going to take a sobriety test or not? Just let me stop. We've already talked about Brian. Tell me, are you going to take the sobriety test or not? What would you do if you were me? This situation is bad. If I were you and I was driving drunk, and then I got pulled over, I'd feel terrible, but I wouldn't resist the police. I didn't resist. We just pulled you out of the car. Let me go. Are you going to take a sobriety test or not? Give me a straight answer. Are you going to take a sobriety test? Can I sleep it off? No. Are you going to take the sobriety test or not? I don't know, man. Just let me go. Just say, are you going to do it or not? I don't know. I just want to sleep. No, Brian. Are you going to take the sobriety test or not? Are you or aren't you? Just let me. No, this isn't going to work. Are you going to take a sobriety test or not? I think he's just going to let me sleep it off. He's not the officer in charge of this case. He's assisting me. Either way, you're making this very awkward for us. Just let me. You know we can't do that. Are you going to take the sobriety test or not? Are you going to do the lucidity test or not? It doesn't matter. Are you going to do the test or not? Do you know how the lucidity test works? Just let me. We've talked about this. You won't let me go. Are you going to do the test or not? Then I'll assume you don't want to do the test. If you were in my shoes, you'd do a sobriety test. I'm just doing my job, you know. If you don't take a sobriety test, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. No, I'm not. You're under arrest. After repeated requests, Brian refused to take a field sobriety test. So Morrison placed Brian. You're under arrest for suspicion of driving under the influence. Wait, let's talk about this. We've already talked about it. You're under arrest. Hands behind your back. Don't make this any worse. I'm not. Let's just talk. Don't move. I don't want to take you down. I don't want to escalate this. I'll be fine after I sleep. Stop moving. Stop fighting us. I'm not. Stop fighting. Why didn't you cooperate just now? I was trying my best to cooperate. Hey, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Get Brian in the back. Officer Morrison's gonna read you your Miranda rights. You can be a man and talk to us. I am being a man. You made us drag you out of the car. Made us put cuffs on you. Your choice is to be a man and talk to us. We're just doing our jobs. This is our job, you know. I just told you, I'll just pull over and take a nap. We're past this. Get in the back of my car. No, you're under arrest. Get in the back of my car. Man. I won't resist. Can we talk this through? I want to talk to you, but you're not talking to me. You want to pull over and take a nap? I'm not going to get physical with you. So how are we going to talk now? There's nothing to talk about. It's happened. We're taking you to jail, and we're going to give you a breathalyzer test. And if you still refuse, we'll get a warrant for a blood test. I'll take you to the hospital for a blood test. Let's make a deal. What kind of deal do you want to make? A deal between cops. At this moment, Superintendent Brian proposes a deal with Officer Morrison. A deal between cops. Between cops? Then why did you put me in that situation? Why did you do that to me? I wasn't drinking and driving. This dialogue is gold. Morrison asks Brian, "Why are you putting me in this position?" And Brian retorts, "Why are you putting me in this position?" Morrison fires back, "I wasn't drinking and driving. I have a lot of unpleasant things in my life. Everyone has a lot of frustrating things in their life, but I have even more. I just want to relax and leave." "All right, get in the car." "No. Whether you want to or not, you're getting in my car." "Back up." "No, I won't resist." "Get in." "No." "Let's talk some more." Brian continues to resist at the last moment, reluctant to get into the police car. "Get in." "I've tried to talk to you, but you don't want to. You don't want to talk. I said I'd pull over and get some sleep." "Get in." "Guys, can we talk about this? I've already tried." "Brian, get in quickly." "Comrades, wait. I know who you all are. Do you realize that?" "Yes, we do." "Good, then stop. We have nothing more to talk about. Get in. Just let me sleep." "Stop. Get your feet and legs inside. Hurry." "Brian, stop it. You stop it." "No, you stop it. What are you doing?" Pull his shoulder back. We later learned 47-year-old Brian was taken to the county jail. He ultimately took 2 breathalyzer tests, 0.28% and 0.27% respectively, more than 3 times the legal limit of 0.08%. Despite such a high blood alcohol concentration, Brian was still able to communicate with the officer and drive. This might be due to his high individual tolerance to alcohol. Officer Morrison issued Brian a DUI citation and gave him 2 warnings, one for failure to maintain his lane, and another for having an open container of alcohol in the vehicle. March 3, 2017, Brian was sentenced to 1 year of probation for drunk driving. The Washtenaw County Sheriff, Clayton, stated that after an internal investigation of Lieutenant Brian Philippak was not only demoted from lieutenant, but also had his police license revoked. This means Brian will no longer be able to serve in any police capacity. Chief Clayton continued, Due to labor laws protecting employees, the department did not dismiss Brian, who has served for 21 years. Currently, he is undertaking some support work at the station, including managing and maintaining the station's supplies and equipment. Brian's current salary is equivalent to that of a regular patrol officer. According to the 2016 Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office salary report, a police sergeant's annual salary is approximately $80,000, while patrol officers earn between $42,000 and $63,000. Sheriff Clayton concluded by affirming Officer Morrison's fairness and professionalism during law enforcement.